So thank you, the questioner and the answer, a person who answers the questioners. Thank you, words. So who will ask the second ones, the questions? Yes, you can ask. May I apologize yours because we have no time more left. So that's why when we answer the question, we should limit about 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes when you answer, according to time. Situation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Mubandira, the sadhanas, to invite me to ask a question. Now, today, I also get different knowledge from the speakers. So they mentioned the many point of views, the dependent origination. Now I want to add the question, some points, dependent origination, to the speakers. Now in the past life, we did the karma actions, sankhara, and so we didn't know about the ignorance, visa. That's why we got the river linking consciousness, mind and body, system, basis, conduct and feeling, especially 5 conduct, 5 degrees. That's why I want to, my question is how to integrate the ignorance, the visa, and the karma action in this light. Is it my question? How to integrate?
How to educate?
How to integrate?
Eradicate.
Yeah, eradicate.
Yeah.
The first,
How many percent you want to ask?
So your question is how can we eradicate the stopping samsara, avijja and tanha? This is the main roof of the samsara. How to cut off, how to eradicate our avijja and tanha, ignorance and craving. So this is a very good question. This is the very fundamental and very key point. So how to eradicate avijja and tanha, the craving and ignorance? Craving. Avijja is, according to the Buddha teaching in the diagram, so in a past life. In a past life, tanha is in a present life because of vedana picca tanha. So in the present life, whatever we are now, we have to willing to do. We have to begin a graduate. We have to begin a master degree. We have to begin willing to begin a doctor. So this is where desire. This is, we can say, one kind of tanha. So how to, and then we have the relationship with our family. This is also one kind of tanha. So how to this? If we have the cause, effort is the suffering. So how to cut out the suffering? Well, the easy way is that we have to break through in the present life. I already mentioned feeling and craving. Between feeling and craving, we have to cut this point in the present life. Cannot go in the past. We cannot go in the future. In a just moment, what appear in our mind, we have to watch and observe. This is the Eightfold Noble Path as well. what happened if the feeling is rising, passing away? This is dukkha saja. So you wear this mind and body, or this is the, and then you wearing, your wisdom is, this is the mega saja, Eightfold Noble Path. At that time, they appearing in our mind craving, because of we aware disappearing our craving at a time. And together, if the disappearing craving, the avijja also together. Because of avijja means we don't know Four Noble Truth. Now we know the Four Noble Truth. We escape from the avijja. We begin a avijja. We begin a wisdom. This is escape from the avijja. So we knowing the arising person away, we cannot go the cessation or we cannot go to the feeling to craving. So we stopping at the feeling because of arising person away. This is impermanent. So this is we can cut at the present moment with the practicing Eightfold Noble Path, arising person away. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable the controller, for your answering to questioners and to every audience. So, your question, just focus on controllers? Speaker? Yeah, or speaker. Yeah. Just left about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Most Venerable Panyasara, for your question. This is a very important question. So in the same time, I want to answer not only your question, also the Venerable Amal. So how to relationship between the science and the modern science and the dependent origination. You will clear in 2 minutes, very sure. I assure you. So the Buddhist teach, first of all, I want to say what is the science? Science means to experiment something, to test something, and to be possible. This is the meaning definition of the science. So what is how the scientific now they're doing? For example, we have a lot of science, right? Social science, the medical science, a lot of science. The now scientific research also, and I also explain you that the research, this is also we can say the scientific research. Scientific research means it is very practically. This is called the scientific research. So you can see that for example, today now you see the coronavirus problem. The Venerable Bhante also said we can see this practically. So how we can solve? So medically, when we practice what the Microsoft, and when we get some medicine, and if we can solve, this is called the scientific research. This is called scientific research. So when we get the way of the medicine, and this is the cause. When we can solve the disease, coronavirus problem, so this is the effect. So this is the cause and effect. So the dependent origination means the cause and effect. So how you can solve the common action? The common action is used in Pali language in the dependent origination sankhara. This is called activity. Because of our ignorance, we do some wrong activity. That activity come out again and again. This is called the link of the life or samsara. How we can break this the link of the samsara? We have to practice, as in my presentation I said to you, we have to practice deeply the Eight Noble Path. For example, you said very harsh speech. So this is your bodily action, right? The verbal action. So this is usually what is the chamavasa? Chamavasa means the right speech. If you say you control now, why not? This is very practically. when you hate something, some people, so this is the, if you practice the Samakhamanta, you will not do never, right? So you control on that. This is the present time. So this is one by one, eightfold noble truth. If you practice deeply, you can stop now. If you can stop now, then if you can break the link of the samsara. So this is finished. This is called the cessation of the suffering. Okay, thank you so much.
Because according to our taste, yes. Now, for this question, I think you satisfied because we left the reversion to us, right? So today, especially we have today one observer, newcomer. So we should give chance to ask questions. Venerable, you can ask whoever. Yes.
Thank you so much. My name is Yarajas. Today I participate. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Today that I would like to command